I travelled to the Lake District for what would be my wettest photography trip ever.
100% chance of rain for the next hour. I'm determined to get something. You see up there, that is the cairn at the top, so I'm going there.
My day started exploring the woodland paths and fells around the Little Langdale Valley, which is a beautiful part of the Lake District.
Look at that fell just revealing itself from the clouds. It's beautiful.
I had done about a 30-minute loop when I decided to head back to a shot I spotted earlier in the journey at Blea, Tarn.
So it's a pretty wet day here in the Lake District. I'm in a pretty popular location, and it's one of those sort of rare times for me that the rain's actually making it a lot better. I've got my sort of first shot that I'm going to take. This is probably a bit of a popular one, but I'm going to shoot this way across the lake just to here. I'm going to be shooting portrait, and you can just see the way that the bank here is going to kind of lead you through up towards the tree and then up towards the fell just in the background there. So predominantly what I'm doing is I'm using the bank here as a leading line. It comes around like this up to the tree, and then we kind of got this reflection, and you can see at the top what I'm trying to do is get this set of trees to sort of fit into the fell behind. This is in the way at times, so I'm trying to keep that out, but as I said, I want to keep that here, because if, for example, that goes a bit higher than the fell, that doesn't quite work. And likewise with the tree, if I get a shot where this works but this tree is kind of obstructed by these leaves, it absolutely ruins the shot. So there's lots of different things to look out for here. So now I've kind of got that framed up, I'm going to put a ND filter on it to try and do a long exposure and smooth out the water just a little bit. Now, something I'm doing a lot while I'm here is I'm using the 35 that I've got on the camera now and the 50 prime, and I'm shooting with the aperture like quite open to get these sort of foreground out of focus elements, and then you can kind of move the subject around quite a lot. I do like to get, you know, that big shot, the traditional shot that I can print, but I also like to have like lots and lots of different shots, whether I'm using it for stories on Instagram or just an interesting kind of abstract post. So I'm doing a lot of that, and I'm moving around the different elements of foreground to try and, you know, just get something different, create some different shapes and bring something new. Okay, so we're pretty much done here. I need to go charge some batteries, eat some lunch, and then we're going to head to our next location.
So I recharged my batteries and set my sights on Lingmoor Fell. This is just a short distance from where I started the day, just a small fell that stands at 469 meters. Nice. So I knew I was taking a bit of a gamble here. I checked the weather the night before, and there was a tiny chance of some light at the end of the day. Just enough chance for me to be feeling a little bit optimistic.
You might know that I didn't bring my 70-200 for the non-photographers. That's the big white one, the big long zoom lens, and this is definitely 70-200 territory. When you've got all the mist and the peaks of the fells just poking through, that's what you want. You want to be able to pick those out, and I didn't bring mine, so I think I will live to regret that. Took a bit of a wrong turn back there. It's alright, this is just a baby little mountain, so it doesn't really matter, but we took a bit of a wrong turn. Dark cloud over there. Hope that doesn't come for me. This is starting to worry me a little bit. We're a little bit exposed up here, so I've got a funny feeling that red coat's gonna come out of my bag again pretty soon. That one there, that one looks like rain to me, and it's coming my way. Honestly, at this point, I'm just waiting to start hearing. Here we go. Gonna hide in this little nook. It's barely a nook, but we'll just have to wait it out. It'll be worth it afterwards. I just had to stand there in absolutely pouring rain. Luckily, this bag is a beast. Look at that. Right inside the zip. Dry as a bone. Shimoda. Best camera bags for standing in the rain, for absolute sure. Weather app says 100% chance of rain until sunset. But I'm determined to get something. You see up there? That is the cairn at the top, so I'm going there. That's the first thing I'm going to bloody do.
It felt hopeless. It felt like the whole trip, the hike, had been worthless. But it would have been even worse to not even try and capture something. I looked around, I searched, and finally I just saw a tiny patch of light.
I'll see you in the next one. Let's maybe do a studio one next. Yeah?